Sure.
The 4 choices are in terms of artistry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you enjoy recording, performing? I think I said dancing or hosting.
What? Huh? Is this like a personal?
Yes.
For me?
Yes. Which one would you love to lose?
Oh, this is easy. I would lose the dancing. I don't want to do that at all. That's nah. I don't hate dancing. I just feel like the anxiety that I develop around it is so intense that I'd rather not do it, because I feel like I watch you and like Veronica and Shauna and our other friends that can dance, and y'all be like 5, 6, 7, 8, and I just be like, I'm still on 5, guys. I haven't made it to 8 yet. What are we doing at 5? Like, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to like dance and choreography, like it takes my brain a long time to connect what's supposed to happen and then get my body to do what's supposed to happen. And it might just be that I don't have a body awareness, which is I think kind of important when it comes to like moving your body in like a rhythm-filled way that, you know, connects with the music that you're dancing to.
Word.
And I guess I've never done anything in my life that is physical body related. Like I never did like dance or like sports or anything that really required. I did soccer for like a year, but that's mostly running. I didn't really do anything that was like super where coordination of my body to get it to move deliberately in a particular way was ever part of anything I did. So I think as an adult trying to like do dance, it's like it's kind of hard for me because I'm like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. Like I just like everything just feels awkward to me. Like visually it looks like what I'm supposed to be doing, but it feels awkward to me. So you know, and I think too it's like I always have a fear of like forgetting something with the dance. It's like you'd be like, oh wait, no, I missed a step. So now I'm like trying to catch up or trying to play it off. And it's like, because I'm not a dancer, I don't have the finesse to like pull it off if I feel like I missed something.
I think the big thing with you with dancing, because dancing doesn't come second nature to you.
It does not.
So,
because like I said, it's not a thing that I do.
Correct. But you have other things that come. So like things that don't come second nature to you, you're very apprehensive about doing.
Right.
In general. Like
because trying is hard.
I know, but you do it well.
Well is a reach, but I'll go with what you said.
You do it well. I think it's just it doesn't come second nature, so it's like a lot of practice and trying. Because like even during rehearsal, like you get upset if you don't get it after like 2 or 3 times. I'm like sometimes it takes more, but you're like nah.
Because I be feeling like
because that's not how it is with other things. Like with you and singing, it doesn't take that long.
It's like because it's like I guess singing is something I have more practice at. So I kind of know like ways to finesse things, and like I just feel more comfortable with it because I have more practice at it. When it comes to dance, I appreciate you saying that I dance well. I don't believe that, but I'm not saying you're lying. I just don't think so. But you know, sure. Yeah, it's just if I never did it again, I'd really be all right. I'm sure that probably won't happen because, you know, you're a bully. But yeah, it's not my idea of a good time. Like I'd be more nervous to do that than to sing. Like I'd be like, and mind you, you would think that, you know, I don't have to worry about, oh, are my vocal cords okay? Am I going to hit the note? Like you would like dancing in theory is easier than singing.
Yeah, for me, it definitely is.
Definitely. In theory. However, it's the thing. I can't wait till a dance is over.
I think it's easier.
Wait.
It's easier for me to cover up a bad dance move than a bad note for me. And I think that's why.
You just got to distract them.
I feel like you can hear a bad note from like a mile away.
Sure
a bad
can.
dance move. People like, was that part of it? I'm not sure.
Right, and if you don't know the dance, you weren't at the rehearsals. You don't know the choreography. You'll never know.
I'm like, it might be part of it. I don't, like, I could start doing something random. People like, I'm not sure if it goes with it, but it might. I don't know. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're just trying to be interpretive. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Word.
So it's very possible to kind of make things up with that.
Yeah. What about you? What's your lose it?
Hosting.
Hosting? Oh, come on.
And I feel like I really want to do hosting well. I want to.
It's like, the thing you want out of life.
I really want to be able to host well. But I can't. It's just
What do you think the challenge is?
I think too much
Okay.
about what to say and what next to say, and like I have to plan things out, and hosting is a lot more about improv.
Yes, this goes back. I think we said this before, but this goes to your introversion, because introverts need to think about things.
I have to plan it out.
They have to plan it out. They have to think about what to say and what to say next. Like, they can't just go off the cuff. It's
Yeah.
very hard for an introvert to just go off the cuff. It's like, well, what do you mean? I'm just gonna just get there and get a mic and say stuff?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's how it goes.
and the problem is, like, sometimes when I'm hosting, I'm trying to think of like things to say, and then in my mind I'm like, that sounds corny to plan that way. Like it's like, and, like, so it's just like a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like I just wind up just be like, next to the stage is this person. Like, because like it's just because like it just seems unnatural to like certain things. So like I'm like, it might work out, but like I think my my nervousness of not knowing how it's going to play out will inhibit the things I would think I would try to. Even if I would try to plan it out, it wouldn't work. That's why,
Gotcha.
like, I would rather co-host with you
That's fine.
with something, because I can feed off your energy, or I can feed off somebody's energy. Mm-hmm. It's very hard for me to just go by myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I would say, like, you're a lot better host than I am.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're a lot better host than I am. Yeah.
But I feel like you're a good host too. You just got to get out of your head.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not that you can't talk. It's not that you can't be engaging. You just be. I see the wheels turning in your head. I'm like, just relax. Just relax. Stop thinking so hard, man. Just relax. Because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst? I mean,
but that's like anything though. Like I get why the term exists. What's the worst that can happen? But that's literally anything can happen. That's literally for anything.
But I mean, you're very much in control of it. You know, like, it's not like there's someone in your ear telling you what to say, or, you know, whatever. So I feel like you can.
And I've seen bad hosts.
I mean, I think. Yeah. But I think what
so it's
makes.
like I don't want to be that.
But I think what makes a person a bad host is when they're not able to read the energy in the room,
Or when they're boring.
or, well, yeah, that too. But you're not boring. And I think you can read the energy in the room. I just think it's really in your head. Like, you're just thinking too much about trying to.
My way, like, and I do tricks to make it seem like I'm a good host. Like, I do poems.
That's fine.
I'm like, how about I do a poem? Like, oh yeah, like, I look like a good host. No, I'm just doing poems to mask.
You've got to pull yourself together.
I add things I know how to do to the hosting to make it look like I know what I'm doing.
That's fine. I want you to pull yourself together.
I do tricks and schemes to host to make it seem like
Not
I know how to
tricks and
host.
schemes, honey. Not tricks and schemes. Nobody
I
needs that.
do tricks and schemes. That's how I host. I'm gonna add some poems. I'm gonna add some quotes. I'm gonna add some things to make it seem like I'm gonna put some music here. Play music now.
Not.
I'm going to play, like, I add mad tricks and schemes.
Not tricks and schemes. honey.
To hide my lack of hosting capabilities.
That's fine. You do whatever it is you feel like you need to do. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What was the other options? You said it was hosting, singing, and what? Performing?
Hosting, singing. No. Where's that? Hosting, performing, recording, dancing.
Recording. Okay. Recording, like, in a studio?
Correct. Love it.
Might love it. I don't know. This is hard. Because, I mean, recording in a studio, I haven't done that much. I like it. But I haven't.
Recording's fun.
I haven't done it enough to feel like I have a solid opinion on it. Performing. In the moment when I'm actually doing it, I think it's great. The lead up and the preparation is anxiety inducing for me. But like in the moment when it's actually happening, I'm like, all right, bet. Because I think the way I am, I'm more of a lights, camera, action kind of girl. Like when you say action, I'll give you a full show. But like preparing, thinking about it beforehand, like I'm a ball of nerves. Like I'm just anxious boots. But once the lights are on and it's like go time, I'm like, all right, bet, let's go. Like I know what to do. Hosting, I think, to me, hosting is just like I take a mic and just start talking. Like when I come here and do it in this podcast, where I just start talking and say things that come out of my mouth, like just think and talk. Yeah, that's basically what I do.
But this works for me because I'm doing it with you. I can't do this podcast by myself.
Come on, man.
I cannot. I'm not. I can't do it. Like I would be looking like, so we're going to talk about this, that. And then we will talk about this.
Wow, that not okay. Not okay.
Like I'm not good.
Like you're just not that like and go kind of person. Like you just gotta plan it out. You gotta have an index card of notes. Like okay, this is what's gonna happen here. Mm-hmm. Insert joke here. Then this is gonna happen. But yeah, to answer your question, I think my love it is probably performing.
Okay.
Because I like how it feels. Like I said, like the anxiety and all of that stuff that goes before him, like in the moment, it's like, oh my gosh, this feels amazing. And like when it's done, I'm like, oh my God, that was so awesome. I want to do it again. Oh my God, that was great. So I would have to say performing is probably my love it. Hosting being like a 1B, but performing being my love it.
Yeah, I go back and forth between performing and recording for me.
Okay.
I enjoy recording a lot. Cause I enjoy like the science behind it. And like stacking voices and putting a song together. Mm-hmm. But what recording gives me is what performing does not. I mean, what performing gives me, I'm sorry, is what recording does not, means immediate response to what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I like performing is I can do that and I can see your reaction immediately.
Right.
Performing is cool when like because like I feed off the crowd. Mm. If the crowd is awesome, I do great. If the crowd is trash, I do trash. Yeah. that is what it is. So performing via great crowd, it's awesome. Right. You can kind of do things because like they're vibing with you the whole time. Mm-hmm. And like I think people are lost on like how the performing thing works, because like most people say that it's like the crowd helps make the show good. Yeah. Like the crowd being interactive and everything, like it helps. Like I've heard comedians say that, like if the people are like interacting and trying to get into it, like or is trying, like it just makes a better show. Mm-hmm. And everything, because the vibe back and forth. Like if the crowd is from the beginning, like I don't know, right. It's kind of like no, I gotta like get over this hill first, right? Of trying to like prove it to you first, right? Then let's get into it. Like it's frustrating. Yeah, it does add an extra layer to what it is you're already like kind of nervous or apprehensive about doing in the first place. Correct, and that's kind of like why a first note is important sometimes. And perform it, first note or first sentence in spoken word for me is like I have to grab your attention, like try to grab your attention in what you're saying. That's why like many times my poems start off like either with like a certain reaction. Okay. Because like it kind of, I'm trying to capture your attention immediately so I can like, all right, now I have your attention, I can like vibe off of your energy now. Like gotcha. It's very hard to perform when like people are like talking in the background and like it's just very hard. It's distracting.
Yeah.
Because like you're like, all right, are they not paying attention at all, or you're like, who cares about them? So that's why I said I think I'll put recording first because of some of the negative parts of performing. Mm-hmm. But performance is close by, right behind.
Yeah, I will say one of the things I like about recording is, as a singer, a lot of us, if you're any good or you want to be any good, you're very perfectionist, like, in terms of what you actually put out. So one of the things I do like about recording is that you get the opportunity to, like, do it over and try different things and approach the notes and the lyrics or whatever multiple ways until you find a way that
Works
you
for
like
you. Yeah.
and that works. When it comes to performing, one of the downsides sometimes is like you literally get that one time, that's it.
And it's not always recorded, so you don't even know what happened.
Right. So it's like you can't even go back and be like, oh, okay, well, because like I've definitely heard like recordings of myself singing. And I was like, ooh, child, ooh, I didn't like that. I won't do that again. But it's like I don't always get that opportunity to like hear it and reflect and be like, okay, I'll change this, I'll change that, you know, whatever the case is.
I don't know that many. I don't have that many recordings of my performances, and I've performed a lot with spoken word, and like I feel like if I had more opportunities to go back and listen, I'm like, okay, I see what I did here, or I could do more on the, like,
right.
It would just be easier.
Gotcha. I will say this about performing though. I agree with your point about like sometimes feeling like the crowd isn't feeling it. You'd be like, am I not doing what I think I'm doing? Am I not? Is this not? Because I think what I'm hearing in my head and what I think is happening is this. But by your reaction or lack thereof, it doesn't seem, you know, like the people are receiving what I'm trying to put out here.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to like work hard in your head to not like overthink it and let it distract you from what you're doing. You just have to be like, okay, I know what I prepared to do. I know what I came here to do. And I'm just going to do that. And I'm not going to let myself be like distracted. But it is hard to do when you feel like they don't hear this note. They don't hear how I'm doing these runs. They don't hear it. They're not receiving it. They don't know.
It's and spoken word. It's annoying because you have so many different kinds of audiences. Because like some audiences, their way of listening is just to look at you and just listen. Right. So you're like, do you like it? Like, you're just looking at me. Right. Like, but like the audiences I like are the ones that are like this, like they're excited. Like they call it like you like, okay, so you do like this, okay. Yeah. But like a lot of spoken word or poetry audiences, they just like politely just look at you and smile. I'm like, I don't know if you like this or not.
I don't know. I don't know what to make of this at all.
What does that mean? I don't.
Exactly.
What does that reaction mean? I don't.
Yeah. Same thing with singing, because like depending on where you are singing, like depending on the crowd, like they might just be quiet because they think it's polite. Yeah. To just sit there and wait until you're done. So it's like you're going through like I've definitely sang places before where I've like been singing the whole time and been like, people aren't giving me anything in the face. Like, I don't know what this... in my mind, I'd be like... and the thing... when I'm singing, for people who've ever seen me sing, I be doing a lot of thinking. Yeah. I'd be like, what is that facial expression about? What does that mean? They're not... Like, I'm thinking about a whole lot of stuff. I'm like, is this not appropriate? But I realized, you know, having been in front of different audiences, that there's some places where they're just... The occasion or the group of people that's there... Their perception is I listen politely and I give you my response at the end. And then, you know, but if you go to other places or if you're used to like an open mic or a more live performance type of setting where people are more involved and they're like, yeah, sing down, sis. And then you go to like, I don't know, like a Fortune 500 company fundraiser, like nobody's going to be asked to sing you to death. Like it's just going to be like quiet, polite
and then
observation and then claps. And so you're just like, it's like you almost got to develop that confidence in yourself to be like, I know I did well. I know that I prepared. I know that I gave it my best and that I did well. Because oftentimes you're not going to get that reaction that you're looking for. And it's not because you didn't do a good job. It's literally just the environment you were in dictated the response that you got from the audience. And that was really it. But it is kind of off-putting. If you're used to one thing and then you go someplace else and it's just not that, you'd be like, huh? Yeah. What's happening here?
All right, we're at 35 minutes in. We are still doing Love and Lose It.
Yes, we should move on. We should move on.
Oh, if you have any
Because,
questions,